Lake Minnewanka was at one time a much smaller natural lake called Manwaki, or Lake of the Spirits by the Stoney people. Around 1912, it had a town on its border, and after a hydroelectric dam was built, the town was flooded over. The lake is now about 25.5 kilometers long, and it has a very nice walking or mountain biking trail along its northern shore and about a quarter of the way around the southern side. It has 6 campgrounds, and each campground is named after the distance to the campground. So LM8 is where we went, which is 8 kilometers along the northern shore. There are several nice hikes off of the Lake Minnewanka Trail, including the Aylmer Pass Trail, which is depicted here from the LM8 campground. We didn't end up leaving the parking lot at Lake Minnewanka until about 7:30 at night. We were a little bit worried that we weren't going to make it on time to the campground to be able to set up before it was dark, but we did get there just in twilight with just enough time to set up the tent. We took a little bit of time to pack because we weren't sure how things were going to work. We had tried several fat bike rear racks that didn't work with our fat bikes and had to take them back to the store. And we ordered some Aeroe Spider fat bike racks, and unfortunately they didn't make it to us on time. So we ended up just having one Aeroe Spider rack for the mountain bike, Merrick's mountain bike, and we had 15-liter handlebar packs that worked out really well that we bought on Amazon. They're actually super cheap. They were like $17.99 and look like they're basically made the same as other front handlebar packs that you can spend like $150 to $200 on. It ended up working a lot better than we expected, and the SW Hedgeker packs were very stable, and everything worked out a lot better than we thought it would. The white Siberian Husky you see there, her name is Hale, and she's just a puppy at this time, and she can't really pull a lot of weight because we don't want to injure her bones while they're growing, her bones and her soft tissue. So we made sure that she wasn't carrying a whole lot. She's got a couple of little bladders of water on each side of that rough wear trail running harness she's got there. And she's also got a pulling harness on. We put her in front of Chris's bike because Chris is a really good rider, and we knew that he could ride up the hills without her having to pull him at all. But in Banff, you have to have your dogs on leash at all times, so we had to have her connected no matter what. So we tried to do this the least injury-prone way possible for her. You can see that Merrick's struggling a little bit on that bike. He's got a extra small mountain bike. It's an adult size, and it's a little tiny bit too big for him, but he wanted to try the bike out. It's his sister's brand new bike from last year. That's a Cube bike, and they are excellent bikes for kiddos if you need to have a mountain bike that is pretty economically priced.
Always lean to the left, Merrick, and then get off. Okay? Lean to the left. Yeah, just like that. See that big rock that your mom just went around? You're gonna have to get off there. So lean to the left, like I said. When you come to a stop, you lean to the left. Yeah, put your left leg down.
You can see here that Chris has no dogs anymore. We realized about halfway up the next hill after this bridge that we had forgotten both cans of bear spray back at the car. Chris had to go back on his own, and I had the double dog leash with me just in case of something like this, and had both dogs with me and the kids while he went back to get the bear sprays. Sometimes this happens when you're packing for 4 people and everything's all in a fluster and you leave really late. Sometimes you forget stuff. So you just got to roll with the punches and do what you got to do. We just didn't want to be without the bear spray because there are lots of bears in the Lake Minnewanka area. And cougars as well. So we just wanted to make sure that we had those just in case. We've never used a can of bear spray other than letting it off accidentally. We didn't expect to use it, but just in case we wanted to have them on hand.
Okay, Merrick, pass me. Come on, you can. It's easy, I promise.
When I was riding it, my bike slipped and almost fell off the cliff.
All you gotta do is make sure you fall on the left side. The uphill side. Check out the handlebar bag. 15 liters. So it took 15 liters off my back.
I guess technically you could have just strapped your tent on handlebars. I guess that's what that is.
Actually, the tent's in the backpack, and I got the poles here because they wouldn't fit.
Lake Minnewanka is actually closed to mountain bikes from July 10th to September 15th. So the only time that we are allowed on this trail with mountain bikes is in the early season, which is actually not a bad thing because this is one of the best early season rides around the Canmore Banff area. You can see that it's completely snow-free, and it's usually snow-free about midway through April. It can still snow a tiny bit in April. We were in here a couple of years ago in April, second weekend, and we did get a little bit of snow overnight, but of course it was completely dry a couple hours after we woke up in the morning. So it's also a really great trail for winter camping. You can snowshoe across the lake or ski and snowshoe on these trails. Just make sure, of course, that the lake is completely frozen before you do so. And a lot of people just come out here and camp in the wintertime. You're allowed fires and there are fire pits, so it's quite pleasant. As you can see, this is a very rocky trail for the first couple of kilometers. The kids were such troopers. There was a little bit of getting upset over how rocky it was, but they just kept going and they did just amazing. After you get through the rocky section, the trail smooths out quite a bit and it gets really fun. It's just a lot of little ups and downs and really fast single track. There's a couple of rocky washout sections that you have to get through. Just keep going fast and you can usually roll through it. It's just where the water comes down during the melt, right after the winter's
That's
over
it.
and the spring starts.
You guys did awesome. I can probably carry them across for you, okay?
Water or the bridge?
No, I'm gonna carry the bike across on the... I'll carry mine across first, but look out.
There are two ways to get over the bridge. You can either go through the water under the bridge, which isn't that deep, or you can carry bikes across the bridge. The bridge, unfortunately, is too skinny for even my dog's packs for them to be walking across the bridge, so we have to be careful with the dogs and carry each one of the kids' bikes across because they didn't want to get their feet wet.
There's the campground. Element Campground. We haven't actually come to the campsites yet. She doesn't like to be left behind. She's worried about being abandoned. I'm sure that's the only one left.
Yeah, it's that. My chairs.
This isn't that flat. You want to go to that one that was right at the entrance?
What?
Well, look at it.
Well, why did you come all the way back here then?
No, we're just picking a campsite and staying.
This one is kind of lenient.
I
I think we should go to the other one. It's flat.
I didn't even see it.
It was right at the entrance, right on the other side of this pooper.
Can we not going over there?
We are. This is not flat.
No, this is good. We're staying here like.
Okay, leave the bikes here. Let's go walk over and look at it.
Okay.
Do you have a leash or something that I can use?
Can I just stay here?
Yeah, you can stay here.
She's just fun going.
I was looking for that packet.
Okay, let's go.
Do you have the bear spray?
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, let's go.
What's up?
It's about a 200 or 300 meter walk to the bear lockers and the eating area from the tent sites at Lake Minnewanka. All the trails are super windy and there's a ton of different ways to get there, a ton of different little windy trails. You don't have to worry about bringing anything to hang up your food because there are lots of bear lockers there. There's enough bear lockers for each and every tent site. The lake is the only water source at the LM8 campground, so make sure that you bring a large bag that you can put a lot of water in. We've got 2 3-liter bags that we bring along with us. And we also make sure that we have some way to scoop the water and pour the water into the bag. One of our bags is easy to get the water into because it has a huge opening. This one isn't as easy, so we use the pot and then boil water in the pot later to disinfect it. You also need to make sure you have a good water filter. We use the Be Free water filter and also the Solomon water filter, and both of them work really well at this location.
Okay.
This is our ultralight cooking system for our family of 4. I have another video that I will link to up the top that's a little bit more detailed, but I've got 2 titanium pots. One is an MSR kettle and one is a Evernew 1 liter. The stoves are Fire Maple and the BRS stove from Amazon, and each person has a titanium mug. We've got the Boundless Voyage mugs for the kids, which are really economical. And we've got a couple of water bladders, 3-liter water bladders, and we have 2 food bags. One of them is from Z-Packs, and the other one is from Hilltop Packs, and both of them are Dyneema.
What color spoon is Amelia's? The pink one?
It's on you again. It's on you.
Okay, which one is yours, Amelia? Stop it. I don't want mud on the camera.
Can you take my watch off? Did Mom tell you to take your shorts off? Don't get it mud. Just no, just take this off. Just take this out. I don't want thank goodness. I need to put on my sandals.
We just got Amelia a new Rocky Mountain Blizzard fat bike before this trip, and she absolutely loves it. We decided to go for a little mountain bike ride to the next campground and back.
Good job, Merrick. That was a steep hill.
You can see clearly the Aeroe spider rack that is attached to the back of Merrick's mountain bike here. His is the only rack that we had in time for this trip, but you can see that it's only got one cradle on the top. You can buy 2 other cradles that go on the side arms separately, so you can essentially get about 12 liters per rack or per cradle. So that's about 36 liters of stuff that you can carry on the back of your bike using these racks, which is excellent. These were the only racks that ended up fitting on our fat bikes. They will fit on any fat bike and any mountain bike that has internal hay because they have 2 different racks. They have a fat bike rack and they have a mountain bike rack. They're great because you can switch them from bike to bike. They don't have to be specific to the holes on your specific bike because they don't go into holes.
This is the campsite. This is the other campground, Amelia. Why? We're checking out the campground. There's an empty site right there to the left. Right there. Better view of the lake from the campsite. Now look at your shirt.
Really dirty feet. Dad!
Amelia's wearing the right shirt. Look at how it's squeezing in between my toes.
Make a new one, Mom. You just have to stomp on it.
Oh, look at it. It's like worms coming between my toes. Pine cone on you. Why does she have a pine cone on her?
She be like,
Yeah, there's 2 there. There's one over there.
hi.
Oh, it's coming back.
Oh, no, stop.
Hey,
You're so stupid. Get your face out of there.
Yeah, she's putting her face right in the dirt.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's like, give me some more. Give me some more.
Throw some dirt on my face.
Oh no.
What did you do?
Hey everybody, I just thought I'd give you a quick review of our Copper Spur HV UL4. This is a fully freestanding tent and it's relatively lightweight. It was one of the lightest tents that we found that was good for a family of 4. This is a fabulous tent for us. It fits everything. It fits our 2 dogs and it fits our 2 wide sleeping pads and 2 regular size sleeping pads. Just gonna go around the tent. This is the skinnier side of the tent. The door sections are the wider side of the tent. We have our mats facing head to toe with the doors so that we are across the wide section so we can fit our wider mats. If you go the other way, you would have to have regular size mats. You can see the vestibules are huge. We put 1 dog in that vestibule. We actually fit this dog tent inside the vestibule. We usually stick one side of the tent so that the vestibule just hits the edge of the pad. You can see that it fills up quite a lot of the pad. It's got really nice venting on the top with these struts. You can see the big Agnes symbol here. And there's Ghost in there, my other dog. He sleeps in the other side. All of our shoes are outside. We don't have any of our packs outside. They all fit inside the tent. And there's everybody. Everybody's just waking up. You can see I've got a wide Nemo mat over here.
Get
and I've got a wide Nemo mat over there. And I've got 2 regular width mats in between, but you can see there's space. So we could conceivably get another wide mat in here. Probably 3 wide mats and 1 regular wide mat. You can see up top there are pockets. They're in all 4 corners. And you can see that there's pockets down below. You can see some stuff over in that pocket. Oh, there's nothing in that pocket. But I've got stuff down in this pocket here. Got water bottles and the bear spray. Everybody's got their own pillows. Everybody's got their own quilts. We got a Sierra Design quilt there. Everybody else has got the UGQ quilts. If you had another kid, you could possibly fit them at the very bottom where our bags are. So a 3rd kid with 5 people. If you had only regular width pads and not wide pads, you could flip all the pads the other way, and then there is enough room for a kid's pad at the bottom of everyone's feet. So keep that in mind if you're a family of 5. Now as the kids grow, you wouldn't be able to do that when they're adults. You can see this is very large because it fits most of the pad there. Fully freestanding tent. We've had it in some wind and some rain. Last night we heard a big tree crack. We thought it was going to hit our tent, but thank goodness it didn't. This is the perfect tent for us. We always take it with us unless we've got 2 pads booked, and then we'll take our ultralight tents, which actually 2 ultralight Dyneema tents are lighter than carrying this, but this is one of the lightest tents that we could find on the market for a family of 4. The fly on the tent has a zipper right here and also a zipper on the left side so that you can actually flip these flies up and create kind of a tarp above you so that you could cook inside your tent or just have some protection from rain. If you use your poles at the end of the tent fly here, you can actually tie this so that it will be up like a big flap above your head. Both sides of the tent fly in the vestibules do that, so you could conceivably have both of the vestibules completely open and flipped up. And you can see there's lots of great toggles to roll the vestibule in multiple directions. You can roll it straight up there. You can roll it to the side here. And these toggles are really good quality. The zippers are all really good quality. You can see that there's a flap over each of the zippers to keep it waterproof. I do snag these zippers sometimes when I'm opening and closing them, but you just got to be super careful. There's a lot of tie outs all around the tent. We hardly ever use these, but you can pull out the tent and pull out the fly all the way away from the tent in a rainstorm. We mostly just use the bottom one here and on the other side. And that's about it. We love our tent, and we'll definitely continue to use it in the future unless somebody comes out with a really nice ultralight 4-man tent made in Dyneema.
They'd be like, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Let's go in, guys, and pack all our stuff.
Out of reach for the city lights. This
Look at Hale, doesn't even know it's there.
Hey, look at me, man, what I've
Hale.
become.
Ghost sees it. Ghost can see it. Hale. Distract Hale so she doesn't see it. Oh.
What I thought was gone, sitting in my pocket, in plain sight, all alone. I think it's time for me to go. Burn all
The way back was really hot. I was feeling it more than anyone because I realized that I had some kind of stomach issue or infection. I found out when I got back and went to the doctor that I had an infection, and I was actually feverish the whole way back. So the heat wave and the heat and the fevers didn't really help much at all. But the kids were troopers and the dogs were troopers. We just kept stopping and having rests and making sure the dogs had tons of water all the time. And it worked out okay.
so long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a
Nail back
toast
up.
for
Let's
the
go
lost
straight. Go straight.
lives.
Go straight.
And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges, all I know.
The rocky climb on the way back was hot, long, and brutal. Merrick was no way going to make it up there. So Chris grabbed his bike and he was pushing his bike and Merrick's bike up the rocks. Ghost took off at one point down the slope to try and get to the water while he was still attached to Chris, which was fun. I could hear some swearing a little bit behind me. But everybody made it up, and the way down on the other side was really fast and really fun.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Is it okay?
You all right, buddy? Should have gone to the left. Think maybe he was thirsty?
Mom, the reason I crashed is because my pack has been pushing on my helmet and my helmet's going in front of my face and my glasses are going down.
Merrick crashed too.
Hey.
Yeah, landed right on top of his bike.
I'm just kidding.
Watch out, Amelia. Coming through with the dog.
Go on, Dad. Go.
Get back here.
She's gonna hang herself off a cliff.
Yeah, she's just gonna jump off the cliff.
Okay, go. Ghost.
Ayo. Go ahead. Ayo, go. Watch out, Chris. We could try and put you into the water, okay?
I know. Down the cliff.
Thank you so much for watching this video and staying with us. If you liked the video and you want to see more, please click that subscribe button. It really helps out our channel. And please give us a like too if you could.
No.
We're going to have more content coming up. We have a whole bunch more trips planned for this summer, bike packing as well as ultralight backpacking. So please come back and check us out again.
It gets colder when you go deeper. Okay, do it!